There comes a quiet moment in everyone's life, usually sometime after 40, when we begin to notice that simple things feel just a little heavier. The grocery bags, the garden tools, the morning stretch before stepping out of bed. It's not sudden, not dramatic, but it's there, a gentle reminder that the body we once moved so easily now asks for a bit more care, a bit more patience. For many, it starts as stiffness in the knees or a strange tiredness after a short walk. Some call it aging, but in truth, it's not just age. It's the body's quiet cry for nourishment it no longer receives in the same way it once did. Our muscles, those silent workers that carry us through every moment of life, begin to fade not because of the years themselves, but because of what time slowly takes away, the nutrients that fuel strength, repair, and resilience. Scientists call it sarcopenia, the natural decline of muscle mass as we age. But the story doesn't have to end there. Deep in the roots of ancient diets, there exists a humble, forgotten food that whispers of vitality and strength: lentils. Yes, the tiny lentil, often overlooked, quietly sitting in kitchen jars, holds within it a secret that modern nutrition is beginning to rediscover. Lentils are rich in plant-based protein, iron, folate, and essential amino acids that feed your muscles the very building blocks they crave. Unlike heavy meats or processed supplements, lentils offer their nourishment gently, without burdening the digestive system. The reason our muscles weaken over time isn't just lack of activity. It's that the body slowly becomes less efficient at absorbing protein and nutrients from the foods we eat. Lentils bridge that gap by being both easy to digest and remarkably rich in what aging muscles need most: leucine, lysine, and magnesium, elements that help repair tiny tears in muscle fibers and keep them elastic, hydrated, and responsive. The magic, however, isn't in just eating them once in a while. It lies in making them part of your rhythm, a daily whisper of nourishment. Imagine beginning your day with a warm bowl of gently cooked lentils, perhaps with a drizzle of olive oil, a pinch of turmeric, and a squeeze of lemon. The turmeric calms inflammation that stiffens joints, while the lemon helps your body absorb the plant-based iron that fuels energy. When you take that first spoonful, you're not just feeding hunger. You're sending a message of care to every cell that has carried you through decades of work, laughter, and endurance. The best time to enjoy this, many nutritionists agree, is midday or early evening, when your metabolism is still awake and ready to distribute nourishment to your tissues. Over time, as days pass, something subtle begins to happen. The body, which once felt sluggish, begins to hum quietly again. You may find your morning walks easier, your sleep deeper, your balance steadier. Muscles that once trembled when you stood from a chair begin to hold firm again. It's not a miracle. It's simply the body responding to care, like a neglected garden slowly blooming once water returns to its roots. It's easy to forget that our muscles are alive. They listen to what we feed them, to how we move, to what we think. When you choose to nourish them gently, consistently, you begin to feel a lightness again, not just in body, but in spirit. There's science in this too. Lentils slow-release carbohydrates balance blood sugar, preventing the energy crashes that make you feel weak or dizzy. Their fiber supports gut health, and as researchers now know, a healthy gut communicates directly with the brain and the immune system. So, in a way, each bowl of lentils not only strengthens your muscles, but also calms your mind and protects your heart. For those who find cooking them daily a challenge, there's comfort in knowing they are forgiving. A handful soaked overnight can be turned into soup, salad, or even a smooth paste for spreading on toast. The simplicity of it is part of the beauty. No powders, no pills, just nature's quiet generosity. And if you pair this habit with a few minutes of gentle movement each day, a slow stretch upon waking, a brief walk after meals, lifting your arms toward the ceiling to open the chest, you invite oxygen to flow into the very fibers that lentils are helping to rebuild. It's a partnership: nourishment and movement, food and breath, effort and rest. Those who have tried it often describe a calm energy returning, the kind that doesn't surge like caffeine, but hums like a distant melody inside the body. Over weeks, posture straightens, the back aches less, the grip grows firmer. Even mood begins to shift, because strength, when regained, brings confidence. There's something deeply emotional about reclaiming what you thought time had quietly taken away. In many traditional cultures, elders were given lentil broths when recovering from illness or after long journeys. They understood something that modern science is only beginning to measure, that healing doesn't come from intensity, but from consistency and compassion. The same applies to you. If you've been feeling weaker, if your steps have slowed, or your body feels unfamiliar, remember that it is not too late. The body is astonishingly forgiving. Every cell renews itself, given the chance. Begin with small steps, a cup of lentil soup, a few mindful breaths, gratitude for the day's light. Do this for a week, then a month. Watch how your body begins to trust you again. Sometimes, the greatest remedies are not new discoveries, but old truths we forgot in our rush toward modern life. Lentils don't promise eternal youth, nothing truly does, but they promise partnership. They work quietly beside you, restoring what time tried to steal, one meal at a time. And when you notice your hands steadier, your energy more constant, your heart lighter, you'll understand what this journey has been about all along. Not fighting age, but befriending it. Aging, after all, is not a decline. It's a deepening, a gathering of wisdom, a chance to live gently but with strength. So tonight, as you sit at your table, perhaps light a candle beside your bowl. Feel the warmth rise from it, the simple scent of nourishment. Think of your muscles, your heart, your mind, all quietly grateful for this small act of care. And when you take that first bite, do it slowly, knowing that you are not just eating. You are rebuilding, renewing, remembering. Let it be your daily ritual, a humble reminder that health isn't found in complexity, but in kindness. In the end, it's not about youth, it's about vitality. It's about walking with ease, sleeping with peace, and waking with gratitude for another day in this remarkable body that still carries you, still believes in you. And as you move forward, each step lighter than the last, you'll realize that strength has never left you. It was simply waiting for you to remember how to feed it again.